Hi, it's John Taffer from Bar Rescue. Did you know the second building in America was a tavern? When I built my new restaurant franchise concept, Taffer's Tavern, I thought back to the roots of what makes a tavern. Timeless character, all while delivering an unbelievably delicious food and beverage experience. That, paired with my 40-plus years in the industry, provides a clear roadmap to success. Do you have what it takes to be a Taffer's Tavern franchisee? If so, I'd love to hear from you. Visit franchise.tafferstavern.com.
The $2 Small McCafe is the answer to your day. The question is whether you go with a rich caramel frappe paired with a warm cinnamon roll, a sweet caramel macchiato paired with a blueberry muffin made with real blueberries, or a hot chocolate paired with a classic apple fritter. Don't worry, there's never a wrong choice. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Season. I'm John Doman.
Small Business Saturday gets a whole entire week in this city. I'm Acacia James.
The deadlines you need to know for holiday shipping. I'm Shayna Stulen.
We talked to the artistic director of Arlington's Signature Theater at 1:10 on the death of composer Stephen Sondheim. It's 1 o'clock at WTOP.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by the Exogen Temporal Scanner.
I'm Stacey Lynn in Washington. We begin in Johannesburg, South Africa, where CBS's Deborah Petta has the latest on the new highly contagious coronavirus variant, Omicron.
Scientists are working around the clock to determine just how bad the variant is, but a jittery world is not waiting to find out. And warnings by global health experts to avoid knee-jerk responses have gone largely ignored. The U.S. is joining countries in Europe and Asia who have already closed their doors to South Africa, leaving international travelers frantic to get home.
Australia has joined that growing list of countries banning travelers from South Africa.
Authorities have confirmed the latest COVID-positive case in Australia involves a man who travelled from South Africa. Officials are now rushing to identify if it's the new Omicron variant. About 100 others who've recently arrived in Australia from South Africa are being tracked down. Australia now joins nearly 30 other nations around the world in suspending travel from Southern Africa. Scott Mayman for CBS News, Brisbane, Australia.
You're trying to get some holiday shopping done, but not finding what you're looking for? CNET editor-at-large Ian Scher says the supply chain crisis is having a big impact this year, so think outside the box.
This year might be a really good year for you to consider making your own gifts or even considering services as a gift. That means stuff like there's all sorts of subscriptions out there. There's wine subscriptions, there's education subscriptions, there are even like STEM toy subscriptions that you can get for kids, and there is stuff out there for everyone.
Today is also Small Business Saturday, so maybe you can find the perfect gift at a non-chain smaller store that desperately needs your business. A warning for online shoppers looking for a good deal. Cyber intelligence experts say thousands of fake shopping websites are popping up every week and stealing your money. The Secret Service Cyber Fraud Task Force says the fake sites are typically launched from overseas and are becoming increasingly sophisticated. They've seen a 2,000% increase in the sites over the past 3 months. While many people shopped Friday, Black Friday groups took to the streets as part of a global day of action. Dozens of people, including Amazon workers like Clarissa Hernandez, marched to Jeff Bezos' Manhattan house to protest against Amazon's social and environmental practices.
If Amazon's JFK can unionize, it'll really pave the way for not just other Amazon warehouse workers, but all warehouse workers in New York to help collectively bargain for better qualities of life.
She thinks it's important for the Amazon workers to unite. This is CBS News.
The leading sign of COVID is a fever, so everyone needs an accurate thermometer. Try the Exogen Temporal Scanner and learn more at Exogen.com. That's Exogen.com.
It's 1:03 on Saturday, November 27th, 2021. 37 degrees, highs today only in the mid-40s. Good afternoon. I'm Sandy Kozel with the top local stories we're following this hour. A mother and her 6-year-old girl have been killed in Maryland, and a suspect's been charged.
The victims were reported missing on Wednesday in St. Mary's County. Not long after that, they were found dead. Martina Patterson and her 6-year-old daughter both discovered in a shallow grave. and the community is in shock.
She will be missed.
These neighbors talking with NBC4.
Everybody loved her.
It's unbelievable. Well, how could somebody kill an innocent little child?
Wayne Key, a suspect who had a prior relationship with Patterson, has been arrested and charged with first-degree murder. The county sheriff's office says Key had been spotted dragging a trash can in a wooded area where the victims were later found. Nick Einelli, WTOP News.
A lot of people started holiday shopping earlier than usual, worried that supply chain issues would make it harder to get all the presents on their list in time. Shop local advocates say it's all the more reason to buy locally made goods.
If buying from small businesses is a goal this holiday season,
looking for that Made in America label is a good place to start.
Elizabeth Brotherton Bunch is a spokeswoman for the Alliance for American Manufacturing.
A lot of them start in people's garages or basements, and then they kind of get a little bit bigger from there.
Her group is out with its annual Made in America Holiday Gift Guide, which highlights small businesses that make their own things in all 50 states, as well as the district and Puerto Rico.
One of the companies we're promoting in D.C. is a card maker, Second Story Cards. They work with unhoused people to put together greeting cards, and then, they get a portion of the proceeds from the card.
She says by shopping small,
it's a real thoughtful purchase you can make, and it can go a really long way to helping sustain someone's business over the long term.
John Doman, WTOP News.
So this is Small Business Saturday, but one city in our region has a small shop week.
There's really a whole slew of events.
Rebecca Dozer with Visit Alexandria says the city has a week full of events geared towards small businesses, and there will even be some perks of shopping small.
They're offering everything from discounts to gifts with purchase, complimentary gift wrapping.
Customers can also enjoy free parking in select garages and live music along Alexandria's pedestrian-only areas of King Street. It was a rough year and a half for small businesses, so Dozer says this week was created to
provide that additional foot traffic and bring folks to come and get some discounts.
Acacia James, WTOP News.
If you're planning on shipping holiday gifts to loved ones, listen up. We have some important dates if you want your packages to arrive by Christmas.
The post office says for ground service, send it out by December 15th. First class service by December 17th. And for you procrastinators, you have until December 23rd if you pay for Priority Mail Express. The post office says between Thanksgiving and New Year's, they are expecting 25 billion letters, cards, and packages to go through their system. Unlike last year when they were overwhelmed by the crush of pandemic online ordering, they say they are prepared. Stephen Doherty with the post office says they're hiring 40,000 extra holiday workers.
We've been preparing for this holiday since the last holiday season ended.
They do encourage you not to wait until those deadlines. The earlier, the better, they say. Shayna Estulin, WTOP News.
Coming up after traffic and weather, theater lovers are mourning the death of composer Stephen Sondheim. We'll talk with an area artistic director who knew him. It's 1:06.
I didn't think that I would be here today with 2 children. I would want other women to know that GW is a place where no matter what type of pregnancy you're having, you're going to get great care. They have the best doctors. I am so grateful for the pregnancy care I received at GW Hospital.
Physicians are not employees or agents of this hospital.
Are you thinking about refinancing your home to get cash out for college, a renovation, or to pay off debt? The last thing you want to do is pay thousands of dollars in unnecessary closing costs just to access the equity in your home. After all, you have plans for that money. Cap your closing costs with Cap Center, your local Virginia lender.
We just helped a client who was a professional chef finance the remodeling of his dream kitchen. By avoiding typical closing costs, he had even more money to put towards the premium quality he had hoped for. So the cash out refinance has been a win.
Hi, it's John Taffer from Bar Rescue. Did you know the second building in America was a tavern? When I built my new restaurant franchise concept, Taffer's Tavern, I thought back to the roots of what makes a tavern, timeless character, all while delivering an unbelievably delicious food and beverage experience. That paired with my 40-plus years in the industry provides a clear roadmap to success. Do you have what it takes to be a Taffer's Tavern franchisee? If so, I'd love to hear from you. Visit franchise.tafferstavern.com.
The $2 Small McCafe is the answer to your day. The question is whether you go with a rich caramel frappe paired with a warm cinnamon roll, a sweet caramel macchiato paired with a blueberry muffin made with real blueberries, or a hot chocolate paired with a classic apple fritter. Don't worry, there's never a wrong choice. Price and participation may vary, cannot be combined with any other offer.